Bang, bang. What's up, guys? It's Friday, lunch money time. She's trying to get rich. The rest of us just trying to get our lunch money right. I'm here with, I guess, General Polina today, since she's got her army outfit on. Let's not even start with that. We now have a new timer, 20 minutes or less. That's the shot clock. We're going to try to get everything in 20 minutes or less every day for you guys. Coming to you noonish because we don't have our shit together. Get started, go. You have 19 minutes, 30 seconds, go.
Nancy Pelosi was asked about whether she was optimistic about reopening the economy next month. Instead, she said, we could have a depression because so many people are out of work, and that's why we have to get the system really energized and working. Let's get out those unemployment checks. Let's get out those direct payments. Let's get those loans freed up. So what she's saying is that's going to energize the economy.
I mean, this is socialism 101, right? Just so we're clear, the way that they want to solve the problem is to give you money from the government and to free up your loans. What they don't want to do is just put American workers back to work and let entrepreneurship, innovation, and ingenuity take over.
Well, but there's a virus.
I understand that, but the virus is going to get solved. So what ends up happening is in times of fear, everyone goes, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, I'm really scared, I'm really scared. And when they get really scared, the government comes and says, we'll save you, here's money. They're literally just bribing people, and they're going to get people addicted to the government. But when the government controls your source of income, you're going to do whatever the government says.
What do you think it would take for there to be riots in the streets?
I don't know. Riots in the streets is a pretty extreme
really?
thing. I think the first thing that will happen is that there will be incredible backlash intellectually on social media, etc. So if you think a lot of like in 2008, 2009, Zuccotti Park, right? Occupy Wall Street. Yeah. Those weren't necessarily riots, but they were a physical show of displeasure, right, or disapproval of Wall Street, the bailouts, etc.
It's interesting. It's been pretty peaceful since then. There haven't been mass protests in the United States or any sort
of. Around the Trump administration getting elected, there was some of that stuff. But right now, remember, this is like the perfect example. Like there was a gentleman, I think in Colorado, don't hold me to that, who he's a former police officer, and he got put in handcuffs in front of his 6-year-old daughter. He was at the park playing with her, and the cops showed up, and there's a photo, and there's like 6 cops surrounding him, putting him in handcuffs in front of his daughter simply because they were outside playing, right? And so what ends up happening is like, okay, so let me give you this example, right? Men in dark uniforms with guns and weapons show up to arrest U.S. citizen for being outside. Like that could be the headline. And so what you end up getting is like, I don't actually think that's what happened. The police department ultimately let him go. They didn't put him in jail. They apologized, etc. But we're entering this really weird world where the same thing happened in Illinois, where cops went into a bar, and they had to shut down the bar. They arrested the people that were inside of the bar. And it happened to be supposedly that one of the people in the bar at the time eating lunch was the mayor's wife, right? And so you get into this weird world of just like, there's economic crisis, there's a health crisis, and then there's also this like civil liberties crisis that's going on as well. And all of that coming together, you just have to stay alert.
Totally. And once this is all over, I'm curious whether that stuff will continue or...
Yeah, and look, your family came from a communist country, right? So they saw probably a lot of this stuff in the context of Eastern Europe, and we're just, 50 years behind where a lot of those countries were.
Okay,
it's crazy, right?
Moving on.
16 minutes. Go. Bang, 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 bang.
PayPal co-founder Max Levchin said, so right after Nancy Pelosi is talking about a depression, he said, this is the best time to start a business if you're an entrepreneur.
Why did he say
that? Because basically he thinks that right now, if you can get yourself in front of a great idea and inspired and hopefully venture funded, this is a great time. I think he's saying
greatest.
The greatest time.
Well, you know why, right?
Because you're more disciplined. There's more people are afraid to start things. So if you have a great idea now, you don't have as much competition. Is that what he's trying to say?
Think of kind of structurally what ends up happening. So right now there's a ton of talent that's available because a bunch of people just got laid off, right? So you can go and pick it. It's tech companies and non-tech companies are laying people off. So there's a bunch of talent that's available. Then also the consumer is not spending a lot of money, right? So what you end up having to do is you've got to break through the noise. I'm only going to do things that are an absolute necessity. So in terms of using some sort of product, especially consumer product, I'm only going to use the things that are really, really valuable. I'm not going to use fluffy things. Yeah. So you kind of if you can survive through this, then you obviously have something that people really want. And then on top of that is the discipline, right? You're reminded, hey, money's not forever. I have to build a real business. I have to actually be sustainable. And so you line up those things, and it tends to be kind of, if you can make it through the tough times, you'll flourish in the good times.
Well, isn't it true that like Airbnb, Uber, they all started during the recession?
Many of them did around that time. Some of them started in 2008. Some of them started, 2011, whatever, but like around that time for sure.
And it's funny how you can start really disciplined and then kind of veer off. Are you distracted by my bedazzled?
I'm laughing because you want to talk about discipline, but you're wearing a like. Look at this. We just need to put like a little star here. All right, go ahead. What else? Forbes Billionaire. Speaking of building a business, lots of billionaires are rich because of building a business. Yes. See that transition? See?
No.
14 minutes. Let's go. Bang, bang.
So Forbes came out with their billionaires list. Can you guess who the richest man or richest person?
The richest person in the world, Jeff Bezos.
Yes.
Okay.
What is his net worth?
Bezos pre or post divorce?
Post.
Post divorce. I'm betting that Bezos has $120 billion. 113 billion. Ooh, I was close. Do you guys see that right there? What else?
Who is the youngest billionaire?
The youngest billionaire, Kylie Jenner.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The question is she or is she not self-made?
I think she's self-made.
Really?
In the sense of her idea, she put the work in, etc. But people helped her. But you could say that about anybody, right? That they got help.
I would
absolutely
disagree.
Why?
Well, I think the product is good.
Okay.
The lip kit, but
and the reports are that she's the one who came up with the product. She's the one who picked it. She's the one who put it together and hired a team, etc.
Right, but if I came up with the lip kit, I don't have millions of followers on social media, so I probably wouldn't get the same traction as she did, right?
Yeah, but the same thing. So you can say that about Sarah Blakely, right? Like Sarah Blakely, when she started Spanx, she went store to store and like would move them and like do all this stuff, right? So like, I don't know. The whole self-made, not self-made thing is like a pretty stupid conversation. Who's the richest woman on the list? You know?
I closed the list.
Oh, no, violation.
I think the richest newcomer is the woman from the Koch family. It's okay.
The Koch daughter?
We'll look it up later. Her husband died.
Okay, well, the show's going to be over because we only had 12 minutes left. Okay. So we'll look it up later and I'll know the answer and you guys won't. No problem.
Tell us about student loans.
Student loans, first of all, huge problem in the United States, $1.7 trillion in student loans. Donald Trump, big Donnie Trump, showed up on the podium yesterday. He's doing his China thing and he's doing his whole fucking spiel. And all of a sudden he dropped a bomb on everyone and said, no student loan payments for 6 months.
Okay. Can I just say something?
Damn, she's interrupted me today. I like this. This is good. Now we have like an equal opportunity type conversation. Go ahead.
Should I?
Come on, let's go.
Watch the clock.
It was Carol fucking Baskin.
Okay, no, you're just going crazy. So isn't it funny how this administration is kind of doing all the things that the people running against Trump said they would do? The $1,200 checks, the forgiving of student loan or student debt. It's just really funny that.
So remember, what they're doing right now is a very watered down snapshot of what mostly Democrats have promised. So stimulus checks, they're only doing a one-time $1,200 up to $1,200.
Yeah.
Right. So it's not true UBI, but it's definitely a step in that direction. Student loans, they are not forgiving the student loans. They're saying 6-month deferral and maybe more, a step in that direction, but not the full thing. And so what ends up happening though is I don't think that they're going to be able to avoid eventually getting to a UBI type program. And also, I don't know if they go full bore, forgive all the student loans, or there's some sort of, 50% or something that helps people on the payments, whatever. But $1.7 trillion in student debt is wild.
Right. I know. But I think once you kind of let the genie out of the bottle, it's very hard to put it back.
Yeah, of course.
Once you give people a taste of UBI, once you give people
absolutely. But that's what I'm saying is like, I think that they're trying not to go do the full bore thing, but once you start down that slope, you're going to end up there. But here's the bigger problem is this is just another bribe. The $1,200 bribe, the student loan bribe, because what ends up happening is the US government is going to get blamed for this financial crisis, right? In 2008, 2009, the banks got blamed. right? Everyone was like, screw the banks, Occupy Wall Street. The banks were over leveraged. Mortgage-backed securities is this, really exotic type thing that I don't understand. Like, it's the bank's fault. Coming out of this financial crisis, they're going to say the U.S. government told us all to go home. Like, they mandated I shut down my business. There's no one to be mad at other than the government. And so what people are going to do is they're going to turn and they're going to like, dude, you caused this financial crisis. And yes, it was in response to this virus, but what they're going to say is you shut down my business, right? And so what they're doing right now is they're trying to do these little things to get people to see, hey, we're helping you. We're helping you. Here's $1,200. We're going to defer your student loans. We're going to give you rent abatement or deferrals, et cetera. And those things do help people to some degree. But the only thing that is going to solve the problem is get people back to work. You got to get people back to work, right? And until you do that, it's like what Nancy Pelosi is saying is like, it's only going to get worse and worse and worse. You see the notifications? All right, what's next? Chicken wings. So what the heck is this?
So chicken wing sales generally peak only twice a year during the Super Bowl and the NCAA tournament. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Not NCAA tournament?
Well, you can say either one.
Oh,
you know why they say NCAA?
Because there's two A's.
I got a genius on my hands.
Because the NCAA tournament was canceled because of coronavirus, there is now a massive surplus of chicken wings in the United States.
Because they were all prepared for the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
Okay, like how many?
Well, like
there are nearly 1.25 million pounds of wings sold the week of the NCAA tournament.
In this week, only 433,000 pounds were sold. That's still a lot.
Okay, so basically 1/3 of what they thought was going to sell is sold. So there's about 800,000 pounds of chicken wings. Or is it affecting prices? Do we know? Like, could we go buy chicken wings right now at a huge discount?
I don't know, but you could look into it.
And freeze them and then just eat them throughout the year and feel like we're geniuses because we bought food cheap.
But like Buffalo Wild Wings, Hooters, Wingstop, all those are closed.
What are the best wings you've ever had? Atomic Wings, Hooters. Have you ever eaten at Hooters?
Yes, with you, unfortunately.
My mother's favorite restaurant is Hooters. No lie. Ask Polina.
Kenny, it's true. I was forced to go there one time.
It's legitimately my mom's favorite restaurant is Hooters. And if you ask her why she likes it, she'll tell you that they have the best smothered chicken sandwiches in the world.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a chicken sandwich with cheese over smothered.
But yes, they are now being sold for a little over than $1 per pound.
Roughly half of what they went for around the Super Bowl. So we should definitely go stock up on chicken wings. We actually bought chicken wings yesterday. But we did. But we should go buy more and freeze them and then just eat them periodically over the year.
I don't think
that's how you save money. Everyone's just trying to get the lunch money right. You see what I'm saying? All right, listen, guys. This week's been fun. Here's what we're gonna do. Last Friday we gave out $100 to.
Are you going rogue right now?
Yeah, I'm going rogue. Whatever. We got 7 minutes. I feel like I got all the time in the world with 7 minutes. I could, just fuck around because it was Carol fucking Baskin. By the way, Tiger King may actually be coming out with a new episode, right?
On Sunday.
Are they going to do it?
Bonus episode. That's what it said.
Do you think that they're going to find out that Carol Baskin got arrested for killing her husband?
No, I think they're probably going to look at that weird nanny Jeff Lowe situation that's going on.
The nanny Jeff Lowe? Oh, they got like a model or whatever as the.
I don't know. There's just a lot going on there.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. That's fine. Trump may pardon Joe Exotic because he thinks he's funny. We are going to give out another $100.
I did not know that. But
free lunch money for watching the show. You made it this far. There's 6 minutes left. Free lunch money. While Wall Street's trying to get rich, the rest of us are just trying to get our lunch money. So we're going to give out some lunch money. What you have to do is you have to take the URL to this video. You have to tweet it. Use the hashtag lunch money. And what should they do this week? Last week they told us something they learned. What should they tell us this week? Tell us your favorite joke from the show.
Okay, but
I have all the jokes.
Minus Carol Baskin joke. That's an easy one.
All right, that's fine.
And the brrr.
Okay, well, you can't name all the jokes.
Okay, those are all the main ones.
Okay, so here's the deal. Take the URL to the video, tweet it, use hashtag lunch money, include your favorite joke from the show, or tell us why you love it, and we will pick one person by the end of the weekend.
Or compliment my sleeves.
Like I said, we will pick one person over the weekend. We will send them $100 on Venmo, or I will send it to you in Bitcoin if you want it in Bitcoin. And then on Monday, we'll announce who the winner is. So URL, tweet it, hashtag lunch money. No, well, they're giving out $1,200. I'm only giving out $100.
At this rate.
It was Carol fucking Baskin. All right, guys, listen, we're having a ton of fun recording this. I appreciate you guys watching. Any last words for the weekend? They're not going to see you for the entire weekend.
Oh, wait, it's Friday today.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Did you really forget what day it is?
It's like, it might as well be Tuesday night.
Well, it's morning time. Okay, just go ahead.
Okay.
What else do you have?
What do I have?
Do you have any messages? Any special messages, General?
I don't know. This is so much pressure.
Okay, guys, we'll see you on Monday.
Be kind to your friends.